Hey guys, in this video, we will see about the top 5 best story games that can even run on a low-end PC, so let's get started.
Number 5.
Mafia 2 is a 2010 action-adventure game developed by 2K Czech and published by 2K Games. It was released in August for Microsoft Windows, PlayStation 3, and Xbox 360. Within the fictional city of Empire Bay during the mid-1940s and 1951, the story follows Vito Scaletta, a young Sicilian-American mobster and war veteran, who becomes caught in a power struggle among the city's mafia crime families while attempting to pay back his father's debts and secure a better lifestyle.
Not too many guys got the stomach for this line of work. We need guys like you.
Take you home with me.
On number 4.
We have BioShock Infinite. BioShock Infinite is a first-person shooter video game developed by Irrational Games and published by 2K Games. It was released worldwide for the Microsoft Windows, PlayStation 3, Xbox 360 in 2013. The game is set in the year 1912 and follows its protagonist, former Pinkerton agent Booker DeWitt, who is sent to the airborne city of Columbia to find a young woman held captive, named Elizabeth. Though Booker rescues Elizabeth, the two become involved in the war between the nativist and elite founders that rule Columbia and the rebel Vox Populi representing the underclass of the city. During this conflict, Booker learns that Elizabeth possesses strange powers to manipulate tears in the space-time continuum that ravage Columbia, and soon discovers her to be central to the city's dark secrets.
On number 3.
We have Tomb Raider.
A famous explorer once said that the extraordinary is in what we do, not who we are.
Tomb Raider is a 2013 action-adventure video game developed by Crystal Dynamics and published by Square Enix's European subsidiary. The game is set on Yamatai, a fictional lost island in the Dragon's Triangle off the coast of Japan. The island and the kingdom that once existed there is shrouded in mystery, given its reputation for fearsome storms and shipwrecks that litter its coastline. Yamatai was once ruled by a queen named Himiko, known by her honorific title of Sun Queen, who, according to legend, was blessed with shamanistic powers that enabled her to control the weather.
You can do it, Laura. After all, you're a Croft.
On number 2.
We have Far Cry 3. Far Cry 3 is a 2012 first-person shooter game developed by Ubisoft Montreal and published by Ubisoft. The game takes place on the fictional Rook Islands, a tropical archipelago which can be freely explored by players. Gameplay focuses on combat and exploration. Players can use a variety of weapons to defeat human enemies and hostile wildlife, and the game features elements found in role-playing games such as skill trees and experience. After a vacation goes awry, protagonist Jason Brody must save his friends, who have been kidnapped by pirates, and escape from the island and its unhinged inhabitants. On a skydiving trip, they land on an island that turns out to be a pirate base and are kidnapped by pirate Lord Vaz Montenegro, who plans to sell them into slavery. Jason escapes with help from his older brother Grant, who is killed by Vaz.
Did I ever tell you the definition of insanity?
On number 1.
We have The Walking Dead. Walking Dead is an episodic adventure video game developed and published by Telltale Games. The game takes place in the same fictional world as the comic, with events occurring shortly after the onset of the zombie apocalypse in Georgia. However, most of the characters are original to this game, which centers on university professor and convicted criminal Lee Everett, who rescues and subsequently takes care of a young girl named Clementine. Unlike many graphic adventure games, The Walking Dead does not emphasize puzzle solving, but instead focuses on story and character development. The story is affected by both the dialogue choices of the player and their actions during quick-time events, which can often lead to, for example, certain characters being killed, or an adverse change in the disposition of a certain character or characters towards protagonist Lee. The choices made by the player carry over from episode to episode. If you find this video useful, share it with your friends and subscribe to the channel. Thank you. See you in the next video.